Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the June 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Taurus. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's coming for the month of June. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you too, Taurus. But let's go ahead and jump in. Column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So let's start there. We're pulling a summary affirmation card of I will pray. If the word pray doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. This could be hoping, manifesting, wishing, dreaming. There's something we've been hoping for, something we've been praying for. So let's see what other messages we've got here, Taurus. First up, we have the Justice card. The Justice card is a card that's always favorable for you, Taurus, so I like that right off the bat. But this is like a cause and effect card, so I know that you're praying for this, but it's like you've also put in the hard work to get this. So because you've made the effort, you should be getting the results of this as well. The Justice card is also like finding out information potentially, and if you have legal matters, contractual matters, things of the court, this is going to end as a favorable outcome for you as well. The next card that we have is the Ace of Pentacles. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Pentacles, this is new job, raise, promotion, investment, income. So definitely some new money movement for you, Taurus, which is good to see. May or may not be connected to the Justice card. And at the bottom here, we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a card of confidence. This is a card of being self-assured. It's interesting. I feel like you've been praying and hoping and dreaming and wishing for this positive outcome, but you kind of knew it was coming. So again, if it was a matter of the court or something you had been working towards, or this new money. So I like the confidence that's backing this as well. Seems all around like positive outcomes, which is great to see. Let's take a look at our clarifiers though. First up, we have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is a card of rivalry, obstacles, challenges. I always describe this as like bumps in the road. So, again, the Justice card is favorable for you, but it doesn't mean that it hasn't gone through trial and error and lots of effort to get to a certain point. Or same thing with the court. Maybe there was multiple court dates or multiple versions of a contract. So, not the smoothest road, but still will end in your favor there, Taurus. The next card we have is the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is a card. This could be self-imposed restrictions, so this was being limited in some sense. But I don't know that this was self-imposed restrictions as it just was restrictions again. Seems like bumps kept coming up. We're still going to get there, but again, it wasn't the smoothest, easiest road. There were some bumps in the road taking you there. At the bottom here, though, we have the Knight of Pentacles, which I love. Again, you've put in the hard work, you've put in the effort. That comes through in our Knight of Pentacles. This is very reliable, very hardworking. This is a card of patience, though, so again, things could have taken a little bit longer or could have been a little bit more challenging. But again, seems to be positive end result, Taurus, which I like to see. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is just general, what's coming for the month of June. We have the I Feel Peaceful card. I love this. I feel like we always need more balance, harmony, peace. So the Peaceful card is a good one for you, Taurus, to take into the month of June. You're due for a nice, peaceful, quiet month, it seems. So let's see what we're working with here. First up, we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a card of freedom. So there's a lot more flexibility coming into the month of June for you, which I like. Not sure if you've been super busy with work or super preoccupied with something, but there's going to be more flexibility, more freedom to do things you enjoy going into June. So that's really nice to see there, Taurus. The next card that we have is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is a card of keeping and maintaining boundaries. I feel like you need to focus on doing the things you want to do, not all the things you are being asked to do. So just keep that in mind. Be cautious of what you commit to. Have good boundaries on what you do and don't want to be doing. Just because you have free time doesn't mean you should fill it with everybody else's requests. So keep that in mind, Taurus. Do the things that you want to be doing. I guess that's the message that's coming through there. And at the bottom here, we have the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands we talked could be like rivalry, challenges, obstacle. But another meaning of this card is sport. I feel like, again, you're outside, you're being active, you're doing fun activities with this freedom, with this fountain time. So get out there and enjoy those outside things. Like I said, Taurus, I see you outside a lot in the month of June here. Taking a look now at our clarifiers, let's see what other messages I have for you. First up, we have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is a card. I feel like this is kind of too sharp of a word, but I'm going to say it because it's the meaning of the card. It's kind of like regret. Like you wish you would have had this freedom sooner. You wish you would have done something sooner. But don't think too much about that. I would just get out there and enjoy whatever it is, this flexibility that you have now that it's June. I think there's maybe something you wish you would have started earlier in the year. But now's the time, Taurus. The next card we have is the Ace of Pentacles. You have these nice side-by-side Ace of Pentacles. So anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. There's still new job, raise, promotion, investment, income. So some good money cards coming into play here. This is, again, boundaries. I think maybe some of you are working on stuff for yourself. So again, focus on those investments in yourself versus taking on stuff for other people. That's kind of that same play on the boundaries that we already talked about. The next card that we have is the Hermit. The Hermit is a card of going within for clarity. This is like spiritual illumination. This is what feels good to you. Again, we're going to be outside really doing something we enjoy, something that makes us feel good, something that makes us feel happy and fulfilled. So I love that. Again, spiritual illumination, some happiness that comes through with whatever this sport is that we're talking about. Okay, Taurus, moving on now to our money column. We're going to take a look. We're going to start out with a quick message here. It says, the far left back corner of your home is considered your wealth corner. Adorn it with things that encourage money to flow, such as a water fixture or an abundance crystal. So, good advice there. Back left corner of your house. But in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money. So job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money, Taurus. So first up, we have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of patience. It's a card of waiting, delayed success. You see this person planted their pentacles and now they're watching them grow. I'm not sure if you're waiting for a promotion, waiting for a paycheck. We're waiting for something in terms of career or money. The nice thing is this is just delayed success. So whatever it is you're waiting for is coming, Taurus, but you are waiting. At least at this point. The next card we have is the Chariot. Somebody once described the Chariot to me as the vroom vroom card. It means there's action, there's change. It's about being on a journey. I feel like you're making progress even though it might not feel like it. I feel like you're waiting for the end goal and you're kind of forgetting the journey that you're on there. So that's the Chariot. The nice thing with the Chariot too, the Chariot's always taking us where we need to be. So I have no doubt that you're getting to this thing that you're hoping for, that you're waiting on, Taurus. The Chariot can also be a new vehicle. I like to throw that out there because we are talking money and investments in this column. So some of you could be getting a new vehicle this month, which is super exciting. And at the bottom here, we have the Lover's card. The Lover's card is a card of partnership, deep love, strength together. But I'm sure you're thinking we're talking about money. Why are we talking about love? This could be really relationship driven too. So focus on your relationships this month. Maybe furthermore, focus on your relationship with money. That seems to be key. There's also a decision here anytime we have 2 of something on a card, which you have here, and you have 2 of something on the Chariot. So there could be some sort of financial decision that needs to be made this month, Taurus. Alrighty. So at the top here, we have the 7 of Pentacles on the 7 of Pentacles. I love when this happens. I don't necessarily love in this context because it's waiting, but when we get the same card on top of each other in a reading, Taurus, it's a very clean, clear-cut message. It's like the universe saying, I said what I meant. So in this case, there needs to be some patience. There's some delayed success. There's some waiting here. Again, you've planted your pentacles and you're just so patiently waiting to harvest them now. Again, it's coming, but you're kind of in the waiting spot at this point, Taurus. The next card that we have is the Star card. The Star card is a card of going within. This is gaining inner clarity, which I like. Again, I feel like I don't know that we're seeing this journey, but this is also a card of like renewal or hope. So keep in mind, make sure that we're really hopeful that this thing is still going to happen. You shouldn't have any doubts that you're going to get this. So this is kind of saying stay hopeful as you go through this journey. And again, I feel like you're kind of silently going through this journey. You don't really know you are. You're making progress, but it may not feel like it, Taurus. And at the bottom here, we have the 4 of Pentacles. This is a desire for something we have that we don't, something that we want that we don't have. So 2 things here. Again, we were talking about the relationships with money or relationships in general that connect into money. So these relationships could be what helps you get to this desire, get to this thing that you want that you don't have. That relationship with money could be a key enabler. There's something you want, but it takes the money. So we need to be focused on that money relationship. Also, this is about making decisions, Taurus, that support this thing that we want, this long-term desire here. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to love. Starting out with a quick love message here, Taurus. It says, playfulness, laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together and remember, love is the greatest healer. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love, Taurus. So first up, we have the 10 of Swords. If you take a look at the 10 of Swords, the sky is dark, the person's laying down flat, and they have a bunch of swords stuck into them. This is kind of like feeling that we're in a low spot. One of our relationship feels like it's in a low spot. We're going to unpack this a little bit more, but I'm curious what's happening here. Again, there is a relationship that seems to be at a low for you right now, Taurus. The next card that we have is the 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords is a card of theft, betrayal, dishonesty. There's some sort of conflict or some sort of incident that I think is driving this and kind of pushing this relationship into this low spot. Of course, we're going to clarify and unpack that a little bit more. At the bottom here, we have the King of Wands. I don't know that this relationship is going to end. I feel like this is something we want to heal, something we'll fix. But I see you kind of taking the lead on this healing or this repair. And I don't want to say righting the wrong because I don't know that there's a right or wrong in this. But it's like I feel like you take the lead on moving forward from this relationship that's in a low place. You also have a really charming position too. This is a card of courage also. So it's like there's some motive, I think, to repair it. But let me take a look and see what we have in terms of clarifiers. So first up, we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a card of being very lusty. Think about being very personable, being very sweet. I'm hearing kill them with kindness, which is such an odd thing to say, but it's like maybe the resolution is just moving forward in a kind way. But you really like being around each other. There's like a fun connection here. But again, I feel like the way that you move forward is just that you move forward, Taurus. The next card that we have is the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups is a card, this is a card of innocence, so I don't know that this intended to be malicious on either side. Again, it feels innocent on both sides. Maybe it was just some sort of misunderstanding or I don't know, maybe somebody was not clear thinking here, Taurus. The Six of Cups also, this is like a reunions card, so I don't see this relationship ending. Like I said, I feel like you're just like going to get reconnected and move forward as if nothing ever happened. And then we have our Ten of Pentacles at the bottom here, which is a card of leaving a legacy. Super long-term energy. I'm going to take a crack at this saying that this is a family member, but it could be a friend or a loved one, of course, too, but I think it's most of you a family member. But it's like this relationship's not going anywhere. It's long-term. It's there to stay. So hopefully we can move forward. Again, there is a relationship at a low point, but I don't know if there's a resolution. I think we just, again, move forward. Okay, Taurus, now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the card, I am bonded. This is a card of relationships. This is the card of the bonds. So there's a relationship I think that's really going to be highlighted in the month of June for you, which I love to see. That bond's going to be so strong, feels so good, lots of enjoyment there. But let's take a look what messages we have. First, we have the Sun card. The Sun card is probably the best card in the tarot deck, I would venture to say. This is material happiness, joy, joyous outcomes, success. So lots and lots of good things with the Sun card. So I love to see that energy for you going into the month of June there, Taurus. The next card we have is the Ace of Swords. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. So this is new ideas, new clarity. You're finding out some piece of information. You're already in a happy spot, but this information is going to make it even happier. And at the bottom here, we have the Six of Swords. I think there's going to be some travel, some movement, some moving around happening. That's what I'm getting from the Six of Swords. Let's clarify this and see what other messages we have. Up first, we have the Lovers card. The Lovers card is again a card of partnership, deep love, strength together. Make sure there's like a bond, there's a relationship that's just thriving, that we're enjoying so much right now, Taurus. Again, a good card of partnership, love, strength together, fun together. Again, there's just a lot of happiness, a lot of enjoyment happening right now. The next card that we have is the Ace of Cups. So we have our Ace of Cups on top of our Ace of Swords. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. This is also very relationship heavy. This could be new baby, relationship, proposal, marriage, but lots of bonding, love, relationship energy in here. We're really enjoying it. Again, I feel like we're getting out, moving around with friends and family. At the bottom here, we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, this is typically like a card of communication, but I feel like this is a card of invite. So you're going to be asked, invited to do things. I see you getting out, doing fun things this month. So enjoy these relationships, enjoy the happiness in general. Like I said, the vibes are really high, and then the relationships just seem to be supporting it, Taurus. Okay, now at this time, I'm going to pull 3 cards from our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. We're going to do 3 yes or no questions. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, Taurus, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1 is the King of Clubs. This is the number 50 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2 is the Jack of Hearts. This is number 22 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3 is the Ace of Clubs. This is number 31 card. That's going to be a no. So yes, yes, no there for you, Taurus. We're also going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to keep with you through the month of June. Your crystal this month is carnelian, which is good for urge of discoveries, vitality, gives you courage, and helps you handle those everyday challenges with ease. And then last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Taurus, your healing note says, we don't know how strong we are until strong is the only choice we have. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Taurus, and I hope you have a wonderful June.